Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Cryptid Conversations. I'm Caster MJ. Along with me are my two co-hosts, Ian. I'm just going to go with Ian today.
Just go with Ian. How's everyone doing?
And Deadly.
What's up, guys?
All right. And before we get started, as usual, I'd just like to let everybody know that this podcast is sponsored by Immortal Workshop. Immortal Workshop is a partner with Metazoo. If you're shopping Metazoo, you might as well be shopping with Immortal Workshop. So you'll be able to get his link in the description below. And you can use code Caster's Corner at checkout. And that will let him know that you came from us. And with that, we're just going to hop in the episode. We're going to try to keep it light this week. My goal is we film on Wednesdays. My goal is to film it and edit it so I could pack my computer because I'm moving this week. So hopefully this is quick so we could edit it quickly and get it out to you guys quickly. And with that, this week we are going to be talking about just two updates in a way to things that we found out about tower events since tower events are coming up. And the first thing we found out is that the player cap is going to be increased.
Good choice.
Good choice.
I think it's a great choice. So, Ian, why don't you tell us the little bit that we do know about that?
Yeah, we don't know too much. In my opinion, we weren't given an official limit, right? There was the kind of Mike's opinion that he said he'd like to see 350 participants at Towers and 500 at Caster's Cup this year. But if I recall the announcement, it's going to be based on the number of signups for each tower, which I think is smart. I'm of the opinion that Metazoo tends to play it safe with certain releases. And I think Towers was the same, where it was, okay, let's have a lower but still good cap, 128. See what the signups are, and then kind of adjust from there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I definitely like the idea of them increasing it. Deadly, what's your thoughts, man?
I mean, I said it before, the higher the better, I guess. I mean, obviously I like for towers to be a cap. I still think that there should be some limitations on how you get into the tower. I think that maybe, like I said in the last one, that there should be, qualifiers at your hometown. And best from the area, maybe even team secular from the teams that are actively playing, just like that. And then maybe having a sign up afterwards, but I don't know. I like that it's higher. Even though I have a lot of bias because I'm just, getting to go to all of them anyways. Don't worry, guys. I'll skip a couple so you have a chance. Okay. No. I like that, and I mean, I think Caster Cup, 100% wide open. Open the doors. Open the floodgates. As many people as you want. They have to obviously prepare for a certain number. So with it being about 300 last year, 500 seems, ideal.
I kind of think the opposite, which is funny in a way. I think that almost the towers should be like open doors, and Caster's Cup should have that limit. It's like, hey, you guys, you are the people who now made it to like the World Series of Metazoo. In a way. You know what I mean? Like,
I see it.
But I do think that cap should be a high number, so the 500 I think is perfectly fine. There was a lot of people at Caster's Cup last year for how new the game was. So I feel like they'll be able to get that 500 probably this year with the game growing a little bit, and now these tower events are enticing even more people to start playing. The prize cap, the prize is going to be higher this year, so that's going to just attract more people as well.
Yeah.
Get people who've never even played the game interested into playing the game, things like that. So I think it's cool that they have the cap for the Casters Cup, and I think they should stick to that cap of 500, something like that.
I actually kind of like your idea,
But
I still think Towers is tough to do that though.
To me, the Towers is like the qualifier for Casters Cup in a way, and the more people that could possibly qualify to get into Casters Cup, to me, the better in a way. So, yeah, maybe there will be one tower with 400 people in it or something like that. Who knows? To me, that would be cool. Just I think they shouldn't limit those in a way because it will just attract the game more.
Yeah. At the same time, there's also venue limits and time limits, right?
Yes.
So if you look at 350 people with Swiss pairings, I think that's 9 rounds. I think if you get closer to
would we get done at 1 a.m.?
10 rounds.
Did we get done at 1 a.m.?
Yeah.
There
With
is a
300
reasonable limit.
So keeping that, which I don't think about stuff like that honestly. So with that,
We did start late too, but I mean,
so
I have a
organizing.
job.
so with
Yeah, so did I.
No.
So with that in mind, all right, I understand the 500 cap for sure, because that definitely will increase the length of time for sure.
Yeah.
That's
But
it.
something like New York City Comic Con too, it's a 4-day event. You can have a bigger cap there. But if they want to,
But is that a lot to ask?
Towers.
Is that a lot?
It's a lot
from
to ask.
someone to be
I mean,
there
do
all
you
4
like money?
days.
Do you like money?
I mean, but you have to sacrifice a lot of your people can't sacrifice that much time, and then also if it's in New York, let's just say New York City. I mean, my mom lives 35 miles from there, so I have a place to stay.
Yeah.
But other than that, most people are going to be like, oh, I got to stay in a hotel for 4 days, maybe even 5 days.
I hope to pull it off. No, but 500 people is reasonable to do a 2-day event still, which is what it was last year.
Yeah.
It seems like
I
the
think
Towers
2
are
days is
gonna be-
good.
I think 2 days is the way to go for sure. Yeah. But yeah, that was a good point, Ian. So thank you for pointing that out, because I was not thinking about time and stuff like that. But with the time, definitely there should be some limit.
I met my good point quota for this episode. I will catch you guys next week.
All right, yeah, you could slip up the whole rest of the episode now. But I do think that my point was the more people that go to the Towers, I think the better. Just the more exposure, the more people that could possibly qualify to get into Casters Cup and things like that, the better. And yeah, I think it's cool that it's not just going to be 128 or 135 people with the top 32 people that will be attending those couple towers as well and things like that.
This is the first one, like Ian said. This is the first one. They're kind of gauging a little bit more.
And
they're not
that's
trying to jump out the gate.
But that's something as well. We're not sure yet if maybe this one, just because it's the first one, had a lot of hype around it, and maybe not as many people are going to sign up for the following ones, or it depends on
what aura type it is.
I was going to say it depends on. For some people, it depends on the aura type. For some people, it depends on the location. For me
Scheduling.
specifically,
Bro, I'm going to Ohio where there was a major train accident.
Yeah, you're going to get some acid rain and stuff like that.
It was the other side of the state.
I mean, hey, I guess. Because, atmosphere doesn't move.
For me specifically, I know for me, I've said it a few times to, people in the chat that we're in and stuff like that. But I'm pretty much looking at specific aura types for towers now, because now I know how these towers are formatted and things like that. I'm not comfortable with water. I've said that many times on this channel.
Yep.
It's not an aura type I've played. It's not an aura type I'm familiar with. It's an aura type that I would be at the towers just nervous to play the entire time. I'd probably make mistakes playing it, not knowing exactly what to do, even with some practice. I'm saying, just because
That's where I was gonna say.
Just because
practice makes perfect.
It does, and I would be better than I am now by practicing by time towers came, but at the same time, I wouldn't be like somebody who's been playing water for a year and a half now. You know what I mean?
I like a target focus. I really do. When they're just like, hey, water tower, X amount of cards. I'm like, all right, cool. We got this, we got that, and now you're like, you're limited on how much you can bend, and you can limit it on how much what you're gonna see. That's my my favorite kind of thing is targets.
That raises a good question. Deadly, you hadn't really played water too much before, right? You were
No.
focused on others.
Dude, I was stumbling the first couple
He
games.
played some
I'm like,
sewer
oh.
gators.
Yeah, I did that one time.
So you've had a heavy focus on water this past month and a half, whatever, right?
Yeah,
I actually want to
feel-
point out, Deadly's first deck was a water deck.
it was, and we were arguing so much.
Hilarious. So,
I gave.
but to your point about the focus of the water towers, do you feel like you have a much better understanding of water now?
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that that's part of the point of this as well.
It probably is.
It's hard though. It's hard. Let me tell you, with the triple Terra bonus, you lose
That is true.
everything what water really would be, which is stall and slow. And now you're just like, potentially
bam.
smashing the face or trying to find the stall
Okay,
within all of that, all of that 3-time bonus. So.
Yep.
But ideally, I know what the cards do. I'm looking at all the
Yeah.
cards. I'm seeing all the side cards that are,
Yeah.
potentially able to be like added to it. So I mean, I would say yes, it helped me, study the cards specifically because I wasn't looking at water. You know what I mean? That much.
You know which? This is going to surprise you, Deadly. You know which one I really want to get
What?
good at and practice for, and we have plenty of time to do it for this one. Actually,
Forest.
I want to get good at Dark.
I love Dark.
Dark is a
Dark's
good
so
one.
good.
Dark's, and that's Mothman Fest. I think that would be a good old time.
It'll be
Good old West Virginia.
September.
Yeah.
September.
Yeah, that's-
middle September. I think
It's September, yeah. And that one's
Bro, my buddy just moved to West Virginia.
it's driving distance from my new place that I'll be moving to. I could drive
Oh,
out
really?
there. It's like 3
Where
hours.
was it?
Driving, like,
It's like 3
daily
Where was it
driving
the last
distance?
time?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's at Point Pleasant, West
All right.
Virginia.
Yeah, it's through
I know who I'm
PA.
staying with.
You just go through PA.
It might be like 4 hours, but it's not that bad. I know that. I've looked it up before.
Point Pleasant. I kind of want to look at this now.
If there's one tower that I'm going to try to play in, it would probably be Dark. My other would be Earth. So Earth, if it is related to the weekend of April 13th, which is what they originally kind of penciled in for the gala, my assumption is it's going to be the gala, which kind of leads into the tower weekend. I'm part of a wedding on the 14th, so I'm most likely not going to be able to make it to Earth, which is going to be exclusive invite only, I believe they said as well.
Whose
Anyway,
wedding is this?
like my best friend, like my.
He'll understand.
Where
then.
where are you?
I'm
Where
in
are
the
your best
wedding
friends?
party. I'm in the wedding party. First time ever.
So your priorities are messed up. Okay.
I know. Well, it's true. Adam, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
He was seriously contemplating.
Adam, you could always have
that
another
shit.
wedding, okay, man?
Yeah. Give it 5 years.
Stop that right there.
No, but see, that's the thing too. Is I don't think I'm invited to the gala. I'm just gonna say that. But if I was, it's a formal event. I'm already gonna have a suit rental that week.
There you go. See that? The stars are aligning. Oh, man. But I like this because they say they're going to go based off of how many people are signing up. And how many people signing up is not necessarily how many people that are accepting going. So they might make it like a 300 player cap for towers, but only like 200 people accept and stuff like that, which is still cool with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As opposed to they only accepted 128 people, and maybe some of them ain't gonna show up, and then people on the waiting list get bumped up and stuff like that. Like it's kind of
That's
a little
why-
messier
that's
of
why
a system to me in a way. You know what I mean?
Spectators, there's a chance that a
If you
spectator
show up there,
can join in.
if you show up there and there's seats available, you know what I mean?
Oh, I think we're going to see that with the water tower.
Yeah,
is that
Yeah.
not everybody that's actually signed up is going to show.
Yeah.
And then people that did qualify, or maybe they didn't sign up but they actually do qualify. You could vet that pretty quickly. can jump in and
So
take
I,
the spot.
I feel like raising the cap like kind of eliminates some of the messiness of that in a way.
Yeah. So we know that over 500 signed up. I'm curious, and I don't think we'll ever know how many were actually officially able to play or made the cut in terms of qualified for an event and all of that.
Yeah.
Qualified, that's the word I was looking for.
Well, I think like Deadly was saying also earlier in the episode, like it is like there does need to be some qualifying stuff to get into Tower as well. It's not just like a free for all, like anybody sign up and come play.
I can see the first tower as being free for
Yeah.
all because there's
That's
more
basically what it is right
promotion.
now.
Well-
It's like
Well, we did have to qualify by playing in a Metazoo event. There wasn't
Yes.
like
Yeah.
it wasn't like where yes you needed to place for like a regionals type of thing the way Deadly was saying, but there was still some qualifying conditions, which I do like.
Not complicated ones though.
No, but still,
You know.
it can't be like some like asshole guy from like I don't know some other TCG whose like intentions is only to like try to win and like mess up Metazoo. Like there was people like that last year for Casters Cup who were like, I'm gonna go and just prove that this game is easy and anybody could win it and I've never even played it and I'm gonna win this event. And there were people who like that was their goal, you know what I mean? And they were just like being assholes and stuff like that. And like literally they
it's
maybe,
the money.
They like
Yeah, it's
maybe
Money brings out those type
When
of
you
people.
offer this much money.
yeah, and like maybe they picked up like the deck one time just to qualify to get into Casters Cup, and then the second time they ever played the game is now in Casters Cup. It's like this.
Like, this game's bogus. I can't even win.
Yeah, I mean, we're absolutely going to see that this year with Towers and Casters Cup. though.
But you at least have to play that one to get into Towers, and then Towers to get into like Casters Cup. So at least now before Casters Cup, there's like more than one filter in a way, you know.
You don't have to play at Towers to get into Casters Cup, though.
Yeah,
I guess
it's just gonna
that's
be
true.
straight
Yeah.
sign up.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
They've already stated that, clarified that you don't have to play at Towers to get in.
I guess that is true. I don't know why I'm thinking.
It
that
helps
for
your
some
odds
reason.
of getting in.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm thinking that it does. For some reason, I was thinking that.
That's. I feel like that's the way it should be. Maybe not this year, but eventually, yeah. I think your tower should be your qualifiers to even participate in.
I like the floating one.
in Casters Cup.
Because they're almost in
floating
my
one?
opinion like regionals. To me, the towers are like regionals.
Yeah.
That to me is what they're aiming for with the towers. So yeah, just like you can't end up in like the Pokemon World Championship without going to a regionals and qualifying and stuff like that. I feel like that's how Casters Cup should be in a way. Like I stated earlier, like the World Series of Metazoo.
Well,
you know,
I mean,
You-
once
you
they have
you
an
don't-
online client, there's going to be so many opportunities to do so many different types of things.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that as well. I'm excited to see what happens with all that.
Yeah, me too.
Hurry up, cross the pond.
Yeah.
Well, and is there anything you guys want to state or say or ask or anything about that when it comes to the player cap?
No, I'm excited.
All right.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the numbers end up being for the year. If it's going to be close to what Mike hopes around the 350. I don't think that number is coming out of thin air necessarily.
I don't think so either.
My guess is that's somewhere around the number that actually qualified for Water Tower with some margin of error. So we can expect to see similar numbers throughout the year. Yeah, I'm just excited to see how popular they get. And I think they might actually get more popular after people start seeing what towers are about, after we
Yep.
get water out of that.
I do
under the
agree.
belt.
I do agree. I think it's only good things could come from these events, honestly. So
Yeah,
I'm excited to see how it all turns out. Like you were just saying.
yeah.
Well, now that leads us to our next topic, which does have to do with the water tower specifically again. And this is that we just got news that we are able to use, we're able to use any spoiler or collecticon cards that are given out from the native set at like Collecticon Orlando. I think is the only one that's happening prior to the water tower.
Yeah.
But they do plan on giving out spoiler packs and things of that nature, and you will be able to use those water cards that you acquire.
So come on down to Disney World.
Right. To start out, I would like to point out that this isn't like a new thing, and people are treating it as if like, oh, we're just finding out that they're allowing this. It's not, right? So this originally came up last fall around the time of Seance. I believe there was also, I think it had something to do with Hero Quest cards as well. Cards that people had access to earlier than others, right? So there was some people that were kind of upset about that. So the original ruling was that you couldn't use them until the official street date or something like that, right? It was New York City Comic Con. Seance being released earlier, right? And that got reversed pretty quickly after. Right, and then it was okay. Whatever, as long as it's out in the wild, people can use it, right? Because it would be a nightmare to monitor all that. So this ruling or whatnot, it's been this way for 5 or so months.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people don't pay attention to some of those rulings until it's relevant. So here we are.
Yeah.
I still have a relatively large opinion about that. I mean,
let's hear
it. Granted,
this is basically an opinion podcast, so go for it.
Pretty much all it is.
Yeah. Our opinion. No one can say otherwise. Granted, I live about 2.5 hours away from Orlando, so I'm making the sacrifice to go up there.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Yeah.
I'm going to sacrifice a Saturday, and I'm going to go up there, meet up with a teammate, and we're going to, try and get our hands on some spoilers and any other cool stuff they have. It actually was the thing that I think some of the posting on Discord as well, like them posting the spoiler packs and then the little Sam Sinclair card. I was like, you know what, I kind of want to go up there. And then they made the post being like, yeah, you can use them, and I was like, all right, cool. I guess then I'll go get some water cards.
Did you ever see the skateboarding movie Grind?
Yes, I owned it.
I did too. So there's a scene in there in the beginning where this bum character who's on their skateboarding team, the guy's actually named Matt.
Fitting.
He literally, like, there's a product toss at an event they're at, and they're throwing out, like, shirts and skateboards and stuff like that. This guy rips a skateboard out of, like, a 4-year-old's arms, and he's like, here, man, I got you a skateboard. So he's, like, best friend. That's going to be deadly with water cards in Orlando.
Keep your kids close.
Spoiler pack. Give me...
So, I've never been to a convention with spoiler packs. How many do you just get one?
So
you're really only getting a couple at best.
Yeah.
So it was a little different a year ago. A year ago, like when we were at Orlando and the Dallas even, things like that, like we were able to get the cards and go back to the back of the line and get it again, and they were okay with it. They saw our face multiple times and they were okay with it. But
I waited in line for another 5 minutes. Give me another pack, please.
But from what I hear, they crack down on that, and they're only like limiting it to like one a person now.
No, they're not.
I haven't had that experience, but that's what I've been hearing from people who've gone more recent events. So
it's counteracting.
Me and Did. Well, you too. We can all get two. Just bring a razor with you.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna have to do something.
Maybe more.
I can't even put a hat.
Some manscaping.
Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff. We could probably get a bunch. You can do the Wolverine. Yeah. But yeah, it's usually the same people who are handing out the packs. It's usually like Mario. It's usually Texas Ted. It's one of like the common faces that you'll see at conventions, and the same way we recognize their faces, they recognize our faces. Yeah, so I've heard they've cracked down, so I wouldn't expect too much. But there also I've never done this at the conventions. I don't know how people even go about doing this, honestly. I'm just not as out there, I guess. But I've met people who come back with like 30 packs, and I'm like, where'd you get that? And they're like, oh, I found people who were just walking around, and I asked if I could buy it off of them and stuff. And I'm like, what? What? Like, okay. Like,
Yep.
You just go up to random strangers, and you're like, hey, I see that in your pocket. Could I buy it? Like, how does
Hey, I
this?
see you didn't open that yet.
How does this start? Like, I don't get that, but people do it. So, so people are gonna end up with like play sets of these things by towers, probably.
But that's only if they are. No, I mean, I'm not that aggressive. You know what I mean? Maybe on this podcast I can be a little bit more, boisterous. But there, I'm probably hiding and not saying anything. Remember, MJ? Remember? He was like, "Yeah, this guy's starstruck." I was like.
To who, Mike?
To anyone, everybody. We were getting into line for signatures and stuff, and you were just talking, and I was like,
I was chopping it up with like Chris
Here's
and stuff.
a card.
Yeah, yeah. Chris is a real chill dude, man. Chris was real nice, and so was Sebastian. We were stuck in front of Sebastian for a while, and he just started signing stuff for free for me because he's just like, I'm bored too. Yeah, a lot of the artists were chill. Yeah, Deadly thought we were in like the presence of greatness.
No, I just like these.
I get it. That's how I was in Salem. I think Seb was the only one I officially talked to at length, but the rest of them was like, hi.
I am in general not like going to shove my personality in anyone's face. If I don't know you, I'm not going to do that. But if I'm not, like, if I know you and I'm comfortable with you, then of course, I'm going to be myself. So that's just, between me and my...
Should I be afraid that we're staying in Airbnb together next week?
You should be.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the same asshole to everybody across the board. So
Yes, you are.
I talk to y'all the same way I talk to my parents, and that's not even a lie. So,
all right.
Yeah,
no, you were a lot nicer to these people than you were to your parents.
Probably true. Fuck you, Mom.
Damn.
No,
I guess we did talk about someone's mom in this podcast.
I love my mom. She's a great lady. But Deadly, so what are you gonna? We don't know any water cards from Native, do we?
I mean, Ian said something about one, and I'm just so my thing is like you guys said, unless somebody is ripping out these packs, because these packs are random, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, gonna be like maybe they're just handing out only water packs, like maybe they know, but like these packs are random.
They will be at Towers.
They will what?
Towers is going to have special like water only. That's what the tower packs are going to be. So
but
native packs are going to be the normal spoiler packs.
Yeah,
but like at that point, I have to submit a deck.
Are they having Collecticon and?
Oh yeah, no, I don't. You're not going to be able to use.
Or are they only doing spoilers
at Towers?
No, at Collecticon. Are they doing Collecticon and
Probably
spoilers?
both.
Or
the Collecticon packs are no more.
Okay,
there's no such thing as a Collecticon.
So it's just
they stated that last fall.
So it's just spoiler packs now.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right, I'm on board now. Okay.
Unless something's changed and we don't know about that yet. They did state after the end of the Collecticons last year that they were no longer going to be officially partnering.
So they'll all
with
be
Collecticon.
native stamped, essentially.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
That's cool.
So the native cards for water that come to mind are Winnelegallus, which is the boat, the archer boat with the Cecil on the back end.
Because I know that. Because I know that word.
Yeah, I know, right?
Cecil?
I'm just like Cecil.
Is
it a seat? Is it multiple seats?
It's a native deity. I mean, come on, guys. Do you not just like pour over and stare at the native spoilers that we get?
I haven't. I'm waiting for the set kind of for this one.
You always wait for the set.
In a way, yeah. I like to rip them. I like to rip.
I'm excited for this weekend. I'm excited for this weekend because I'm just going to be pouring over all of the screenshots and the videos.
I mean, I'm assuming we'll have an episode.
You're just going to be on Whatnot the whole time.
Right, exactly. No, it's not even a joke. I will be glued to my phone this weekend. Another. So that is Water Dark. Another one is Atabay. which is water light, if I remember correctly. Past that, I don't think we've seen a water card. We've seen art for a water card. We've seen that very colorful creature that was in a cave underwater. I don't think we saw the full card for that. But in terms of like actually understanding what a card does, I think those are the only two, and they're both dual aura. The third we haven't seen but we know about, which would be the fusion aura.
True.
There's going to be a water fusion aura.
What if I just grab a fusion aura out of that Collecticon of the spoiler pack?
It would be the ultimate like spoiler pack flex for Water Tower.
That would be.
I'm not going to say you're not going to use the Earth aura from that, but it would be like playing a basic aura essentially of water, except
blinging it
this
out.
amazing spoiler pack card that you're blinging out.
Blinging it out. You know I'm all about that.
Right?
I think as it got closer, it got more exciting for me.
Native?
Just no Collecticon. And the fact that they're gonna have spoilers, which I mean,
yeah.
How like when is it release? When is a whole nother month?
Native? A whole nother month. Yeah, month.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
After Towers. Yeah. April 1st is the date that we've been given. So people think it's an April Fool's joke. I don't think it's an April Fool's joke.
I don't either.
I think we're gonna be getting
Mike
the April
doesn't.
Fool's set alongside.
Mike doesn't joke
I
about
agree.
They did
that. They did that last year. They did. I think it was Wilderness, and then like a week later or something like that, the April Fool's set dropped.
Less than a week.
It was like 4 days or something like that. I think actually, but yeah. So to me that makes sense. I think it's gonna be two separate things as well. And honestly, the April Fool's set, since I had so much fun with that last year, that might actually be one of the side sets that I do partake in for because as you guys know, like I've been like not doing as much with my move and everything like that, But yeah,
these were the coolest things ever.
I still have
these
two
things
of
are
those
super cool,
sealed, and I've been like thinking about just opening them because they were fun to open. I don't know why I'm keeping sealed stuff. I'm a player, not a collector. God damn it.
I have one left, and the only reason I haven't opened it essentially is because I got completely screwed over in the 4 boxes I did open. So I only got one that was either reverse hollow or I think it was a reverse hollow.
You opened the
everything else was non-hollow.
You opened the wrong box. That one's a heater that's on your shelf right now.
Right now, that's the thing is like I've opened 4 boxes and got one actual
I had good luck with these too. I don't know if Deadly
I'm not going to
remembers.
open that last one because
we had really good luck with them.
I had good luck
both
with
of
these.
us.
Yeah, I got like 4 of the ones with like Steve Aoki and all the people on it and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got like 4 of those in full hollow. I got a bunch of the fourth walls, which, as you know, I love. Those are very playable in my opinion. I would for Water Tower. I'd be rocking that. I'd be main decking that probably, dude. Honestly,
no, because it hurts you also. So I would want to play in a deck that I don't.
A lot of people would be playing Frog. I wouldn't be playing Frog though.
But then also think about it. It's like a what 90 LP, 100 LP, or whatever it is. That's not that strong in this game right now. All the BCs are almost swinging like over 100 at this point.
Okay.
I used that argument to say that I don't see why people are using Chessie, and you defended Chessie.
Okay. Nobody.
It's the same thing. It's 90 LP. No,
it's 80 LP. First off, and he bookmarks.
So it's less. It's weaker. It's weaker than what you're arguing.
Because I don't care about the LP because Water Baby's still 10 and it hits for 90. Chessie's got 150 with the Terra bonus, automatic. So that's it. That's all. I'm not saying any more about water because y'all can figure it out yourself.
Why don't you just tell us your whole?
No, listen to this, dude. Listen to this, dude. No Chessies, no water babies. Why don't you just throw in like a couple light elementals and then call it a day?
No crustaceans.
Yeah,
I don't know who you're pointing to on my screen. You're pointing to MJ. Are you pointing to me on yours?
Both of these losers over here.
Well, the way you edit it, one of them is going to be down. Ian's down actually, and I'm next to you.
Losers, loser.
You'll figure it out one day. Well,
It's all good.
so you're also planning on, hopefully, I'm going to say hopefully, potentially you're planning on getting also your Tahoe Tessie signed.
Yes. I have a bunch of those. I'm going to bring them up. I actually was going to ship them. See, this is what happened. I went to the post office and I was going to ship them to our teammate who lives literally up in Orlando. And I was like, this is going to cost me $30 to overnight him. So I was like, I could just drive up there
For $30
go get
of gas.
spoiler packs.
Yeah.
I mean, and like hang out. If he's going to be there, then I have someone to go with because I don't want to go there and just wander around myself. Like, if you see me and I'm by myself, please say hi because I'll be lost and scared. I don't know what's going on.
I don't even think it's at the same convention center as last year, is it?
It is at the Orlando...
No, it's at the Orange County Convention Center.
Yeah, it's
the same
not
one?
the same one.
No?
No, I don't know. It might be the same one. I looked at it, and it looked kind of similar on the map, but it's...
That was a nice convention center that we went to last year. I just know that.
Dude, it was super cool.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was better than where we were in Fort Worth, I'll tell you that. No offense, but it was...
You mean in Dallas?
Yeah. I mean, we were in Dallas. The convention was in Fort Worth.
I think you're right. I think it's Orange County Convention Center,
Yeah,
but I gotta look it up.
but that might be the same thing.
It looks the same one.
Yeah.
It looks kind of the same. Let me see it.
Yeah, I think that's the same
it's
thing.
the same.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing. That's a nice convention center, honestly. It's real.
Yeah, no, it's super
It's
cool.
real big. There's multiple food options. I like that. Not just like hot dogs and a sandwich.
Food's important.
Yeah.
If you're going to be
This
spending all
is-
day there and you don't really want to leave, yeah, food's super important.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just
it
a
really
random
is.
photo on there.
And there was more room to like sit and stuff like that too. Yeah.
We lost Deadly to him going through his phone now.
Yeah.
No, dude, I just saw the pictures that were like
on
like
TikTok.
posted, and it was literally just like some kid and his mom. The kid was in the background, like, what is he doing? And it's just like the traffic.
So
Yeah.
So if you want to use Tahoe Tessie and Water Tower, and if you plan on getting that bonus, this is like the last
some rice.
official. Yeah, this is like the last official event. I guess
It's like the first official event.
that may be true too. I'm not-
Since that came out,
it might
Since we
that
got
might
them
be
shipped
true.
to us, yeah.
That might be true.
I don't even know when they
But
came.
yeah,
I'm not saying people don't already have them signed through some
they might.
miracle.
Yeah,
but
they might.
I'm pretty sure this is the first like real convention get together.
Yeah. So I think it's cool.
A bunch of Mike copies. At this point, someone could just be like, "I could do this. Watch."
Yeah. No comment.
Well, no, is Mike
He said-
considered an official Metazoo artist?
No, he's
Has he
not
done an
actually,
official
right?
Metazoo card? So he's done prototypes.
He's done
was gonna
prototypes,
say,
right?
Yeah, he was the
Nothing
first
that's actually
artist.
been like through the. Has he done any physical cards?
Is there anything red bordered? Well, even sample cards.
I don't think
guess.
so.
I don't think prototypes count. I wouldn't consider Mike to be an official Metazoo artist. If he
Mike,
doodled-
I will be passing on your
Nope.
signature
Oh.
this weekend.
But I guess that makes and
You can still get it.
So by those
No,
by
I'm good.
those standards, which I'm not arguing with you, Ian. I actually 100% agree with you. But by those standards, that means like Andy would be technically then a meta.
Andy would be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's
just
one
having
card.
one-
right?
Yep,
he's
that-
done. He's
and
done 2 cards now.
I do
is that
agree
two?
with yeah. But I do agree with that even just like the one card would qualify you. So like the artist of Tahoe Tessie only did one card. You know, that's Gary's
Akara.
Yeah. Gary's daughter. I would consider her
I would argue she's an official Metazoo
exactly.
artist.
That's the point I was making. Yeah. And so
And that's honestly, if I was getting my card signed, I reached out to Gary and Discord. He never responded. But that's who I would want to sign and doodle my Tahoe Tessies.
that's who I want as well. That's
And Poncho, because Poncho, did the background.
Yeah,
work for it.
so basically,
Dang.
I'm just gonna go up and hand her 6 cards and be like, "Can you sign all these right now, please?
Yeah,
Can you
right.
sign this, please?
Right now?"
gonna overwhelm her.
Exactly.
No, ponchos would definitely be the easier one to get, probably, of the two.
Yeah. But I mean, he's going to be set up at booths and
But
kind of officially does signings.
There's going to be people with random signatures on that thing, probably, though. Like, Jet sign.
Oh yeah, it's whoever's available.
Or Jet.
If you want to bring, if there's 5
Doodle,
artists,
right? Or is it signature?
A signature, I think it's signature and doodle. You might not need the sig, but the sig I think helps.
What's it say?
If you want to get technical, there's going to be 5 artists at Collecticon this weekend. If I remember right.
Let me see.
I know Lily's going to be there. I believe Kelsey's going to be there. So you bring 5 Tahoe Tessies, use all of those for your free signatures.
Right?
So the attack is called Thankful Doodles. And it says, if this BC has an official Metazoo artist drawing on it, other than the official art. So it can't even be a sig, like it can't even be a signature, right? It has to be a
doodle?
A
it could be
drawing.
both. It could be both. You can
It can
still
be
have the
both,
signature.
yeah.
What's the difference between a signature and a drawing? Nothing?
No.
Signature's not a drawing.
No, so
Exactly.
So you could be like, hey, can you give me a ding bell riding this Tahoe Tessie? Which would be my ultimate doodle. Like, that's what I want. I want a ding bell riding Tahoe Tessie.
I have for example, remember when we went to Orlando last year and we were at Bruins, and you and I both had the Christmas tree topper or whatever it was from the
Yes.
previous set. On mine, he drew Flatwoods Monster peeking out from the Christmas tree, just like beep.
Yes.
Like that.
That's awesome.
That's a doodle. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter that he signed it; he doodled on it. You know what I mean? I have what's it? Victor Larson had drawn a Jersey Devil on my Jersey Devil. Afton did a little Piazza Bird on the Walmart Piazza Bird promo for me. You know, like, things like those are the doodles we're talking. Kelsey Giacchino did a little Mothman doodle on my first edition Mothman. You know, things like that. But you don't
actually the one card I think that I have. No, I probably have a few of them now. I have a first edition signed Mothman, and it's a doodle in multiple colors.
That's pretty cool.
I want to get that graded.
So I was lucky. I had our teammate Tree Block. Shout out to Tree Block. If you're still watching Tree Block, shout out to you, man. He stood in the line for 3 hours for me, and he got that signed for me. Actually, I didn't even stand in line to do it, but I did. I did happen to go up to him while it was getting signed and stuff like that, and I was there for it. But he was the one.
Timing.
No, and even at the end, I showed up at the very end, and it was Afton who was the last person, and she was like, "Oh, what do you want signed?" And I was like, "I didn't wait in line. I'm cool. I don't want to cut everybody. You know what I mean? That type of thing." And she's like, "No one's looking." I was like, "All right."
$20.
No, she didn't nothing.
I'm just messing. They probably hate me for that.
And even Tree Block was like, "Wow, that was pretty chill." He was like, you were telling her no, respectfully and stuff, and she was like, "Nah, whatever, fucking, who gives a fuck."
It's the perfect thing though, because it then created a memory, right?
Yeah.
It's something you're gonna remember. You're gonna talk about it, and it.
And I was trying to be respectful, and everybody's anybody who was looking, literally anybody who was looking, saw me, literally be like, "No, I feel bad. All these people have been standing, I haven't." You know, you know what I mean? She was like, whatever.
Yeah, but that's part of your whole Metazoo experience. Remember that time that I was there, and they were really cool.
And I did the same thing, and the same thing happened with Michael, but I didn't get anything signed. He was still like,
I'm going to assume you mean Peckham.
Yep. Yeah, there we go. I'm bad with names. Michael but yeah. So he did the same thing. He was like, "It's all right." I was like, no. But I didn't end up getting anything signed by him because I didn't have anything on handy that was his on me to get signed.
Yep.
But I just wanted to say he was literally one of the nicest people I've ever met. He was just a kind soul, honestly. I spoke to him for a couple minutes because the line was just stopped and I was just hanging out with the teammate. You know what I mean? But he was a very nice person. So if he's ever watching this podcast, which he definitely isn't, I just want to say that's also a great memory. It was just having a nice conversation with him.
I reached out to him recently on Instagram because I was hoping he'd be at the water tower. He's not going to be at the water tower. Because he did the content creator medal.
Oh,
I
wow.
want to get it signed by...
Yeah.
I want to get it signed by him, Mike, and Andy, and then get it shipped off to be graded.
Yeah, he was just very, I just want to say peaceful. Like, that's the way I would describe it. Very hippie-ish, very peaceful, you know? I was like, wow, this guy's, like, spiritual. He was just very kind, you know? That's the only way I could describe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good day, honestly, for me. But I hope people get their Tahoe Tessie signed in Orlando so we could see them get some play in Ohio. Because I think that would be a fun card to see with those extra bonuses on top of the Terra bonuses and stuff. It's going to be...
I don't have it in front of me. What does it get from the Terra bonus?
It gets
it's your time to shine.
20.
You have it, right?
Oh, Terra bonus.
60?
Terra bonus.
Yeah,
so
Terra.
it actually is a beefy boy. So he gets LP 40 boost and then attack 40. So it's going to be 120 and 120. So in total, the LP will be 190 and the attack will be for 130. And then if you get the doodle, it'll be for 150. So yeah, but you know it can still kill it, Jesse.
You're caring about native spoilers, and that card is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the native spoilers are gonna affect the gameplay too much.
I personally don't either.
But we don't know exactly what's in there.
There could be some
We don't.
curveballs. That's the thing, though.
There could be.
You could see. So there's two bits to that. You are one of the few lucky people who is local and going to towers.
Yeah.
Right. So you have the opportunity to get some spoilers, and then you're also already accepted to be at the tower. But we haven't seen all the cards, and I think what you're going to see is the curveballs could be bronze or silver beasties that we haven't seen yet that are going to be 1 or 2 drops, and it's not even necessarily that they could be super powerful at towers. It's that it's a curveball for you. You've been looking at these cards, you've been analyzing them, you've been thinking about ways to counteract them with what you can do. Now you have this new card possibly that you've never seen before that you then have to deal with on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it could. I don't think it's going to be clutch, but I do think it could throw some curveballs for those who are able to get some of the.
What is
combos.
that card? See, this you guys are gonna just like make fun of me right now. I already know.
We always.
I'm so out of the loop of water cards. It's not even funny. I apologize to everybody
ahead.
watching this podcast right now. What is the deck? What's the deck where you're like looking to get water cards to play because every time you play the water card, Torrential River. Okay, so there might be some cards for that type of deck. That's the only thing I could think
Zero
of.
cost
Honestly.
water.
A zero cost water. Maybe
Yeah.
some another crystal or something like that might be useful for something. A potion, a water potion, maybe. I don't know. All potions are 0 drops. To me, that's the only deck that really might like actually benefit from these. Unless there's something like we're saying, like you guys were just saying, like
without
like
knowing any of the cards.
maybe there's a powerful beastie or something, but just off rip, I think that's the only deck like it could potentially benefit. But I honestly don't think we're going to see that many of those decks at Water Towers. I don't know. I'm sure people will be playing it, but I don't think we're going to be seeing that many of them. Are you going to be playing that card?
There's a possibility that slides in there somewhere. I don't know.
You can slap it in your side deck.
I don't know. It's definitely a playable card, and it can bring you back on the curve. So, that's all I'm gonna say.
I like it. I like it.
No, it's definitely been a lot of fun preparing for this tower. I've had a lot of fun, It's given the team directive, things to build, things,
I feel so out of the loop. Honestly, I feel bad because I've just been like moving and packing and like literally behind this green screen. It's just like, I don't know if you can see, it's boxes. It's just boxes back there.
Because
literally, well, you guys can't see on Discord, but on this, I think, you can. Yeah, it's just literally, it's just boxes. I've been so distant from like the team for like the first time ever, where I have not been like preparing, but every single night, like I go to like lay in bed finally after like doing a lot of stuff around the house to prepare for this move and everything, and I see like Deadly and a few guys like playing, and I'm like, damn, I wish I was there. Like I'm kind of like jealous that you guys are preparing for it in a way. Even though I hate water,
It's
like,
fun.
Yeah, I bet. And I still don't know the water cards because I haven't been preparing.
Yeah.
Well, there's this 2-drop, called Frog. Frogman.
The what?
Is that?
The what
Do you
card?
remember?
No.
Do you
what's this one?
remember?
Frogman Love Man.
The Love Frog Man Love?
Dude, that frog has screwed me over too many times to.
Well, I don't know how much he's gonna be screwing people over.
I don't think he will.
weekend.
I wouldn't be playing him in the water tower personally. I know most people probably are. I wouldn't be. You're gonna drop one in probably. Most.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know your
15
deck.
aura.
I honestly, like I just said, I've been out of the loop. I honestly don't know Deadly's deck at all. So I'm just, don't listen to me if I'm just saying, yeah, Deadly's gonna be. I'm just making shit up, honestly.
Hey, Deadly, tell everyone that's watching what your deck is.
Yeah, Deadly.
This is where I slide into the corner and be very.
There is no commitment from you to this channel.
Well,
Well, if you make this come out in 2 weeks, then I'll tell everybody right now.
just make a few decoy ones on Caster Society. That's all.
Yeah.
So they don't know.
Yeah, you
which
should see
one.
it says water deck. It just has flame.
Yeah. Make a few decoy ones on Caster Society just in case.
No, they should be way too busy searching for the building the TCG client.
I hope they are. I hope that comes sooner than later. I really want that to happen. Like I was shocked when they told me fall of last year. I was like, you guys think you're gonna have it out by fall like 2022? So like if they get it out this year, I'll be super stoked because I was like literally when they told me fall of 2022, I was like, yeah, I'm guessing like 2024, 2025.
Isn't it coming
like,
out?
That's what I was thinking then. You know what I mean? So if they
Isn't
can
it
get it
potentially coming
2023,
out?
yeah, it's supposed to be coming out
The
fall.
same as native?
No,
Are you? No, it's not right next to the native spoiler.
no.
Or that's
No, for War is the first one we're going to be getting the code cards for, and
but they're coming out with it before that.
No, I'm assuming the client is coming out after that.
In the roadmap, I think it's the month after War.
That makes sense to me.
Really?
I don't know what the timeline's going to be or whatnot officially.
But
because
I
we don't
believe
have
it.
real dates,
I believe
but
it's
it is a month apart.
and that's like fall, right? I believe, or
Yeah,
or
it's,
summer,
War-
August,
War-
something like that.
War's going to be out in August,
even on
and
here.
then September
Probably-
was the client.
Yeah, so.
I'm making
Yeah.
shit up. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
But no,
I don't even
really,
see it on the.
Dude, honestly,
Are you looking at the Towers roadmap, or are you looking at the other
I-
Oh,
roadmap?
I'm looking
really-
at the towers.
There's
on
two
the-
roadmaps.
This is just a personal opinion here. I don't care if they delay it till December 31st. If it comes out in 2023, I will be happy. I will be happy if it comes out this year. I don't care if if it gets delayed. I would be impressed and happy if it comes out this year. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, better to be delayed and usable than rolled out,
Yes.
at what some would consider a year late, still even.
Exactly. I would not be
still
upset though. Yeah,
be
I
ready.
wasn't expecting it last year. Honestly, like when they told me that, I was like,
It was an aggressive timeline. It was a very aggressive time. As somebody with a software engineering background, it's like, are you sure?
someone who went out of the software background. I was like, I don't know. That sounds like a lot.
For someone who can't even speak.
Yeah. I can't even edit this podcast.
Oh man.
That's
We love
genetic.
you.
You should
I
hear
love
my father. You should hear my father talk. Him and I having a conversation.
Never been a public speaker.
I mean, people thought I was. People used to make me go public speak and stuff when I was younger,
Yeah.
just because I was the one who had no shame. But
You're like, I'll go up there and tell everybody.
see, See, I would go up there and do what other people would consider embarrass myself, but I don't really get embarrassed, so I was just like making an ass of myself. Let's put it that way.
So, I mean, this is normal.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for this episode as far as topics go, unless anybody had anything else to say about like the spoiler packs.
Nope. I'll try and clip some to Ian.
What was that?
Oh yeah, please send me pictures. I'll use them in the weekly.
If you want, I'll try and take some photos.
You're gonna cut them in
too.
half? Yeah, no, that'd be great because I'll definitely use that. I think that I'm getting some sent to me because they made that announcement that anybody on their content creator list will be getting some. Nice. So hopefully I have some coming in the mail for those as well. As whatever I can grab at the water tower.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. 2 events I won't be going to.
I'm stoked. It'll be my first ever spoiler packs.
I'm not going to Collecticon or the tower.
Just think of all those boxes you packed. You're just going to have to unpack them while these things are going on.
Well,
yeah. Dude, while you're watching us have fun.
Do you want to know what the moving company literally told me? I think it was yesterday when I spoke to them. They told me it could take 21 business days for my stuff to arrive.
It's a month.
That's a month. Yeah.
Why is it going to take that long?
That's 30 normal days. It could.
What are you going to do without all your underwear?
Well, luckily, I already planned to, like, just in case, like, my boss still is going to expect me at work the day I'm supposed to be at work. So I am driving up with an air mattress and some stuff to, like...
Hey, don't call me an air mattress. Sorry, was that corny?
Definitely. It was a dad joke and your dad hat. So
shout out dad hat.
Shout out dad hat.
I'll have like an air mattress and a duffel bag worth of clothes and shit like that, so I'll be able to at least survive without my stuff for a while. But that's also why I have not packed the computer yet, and I'm driving up the computer as well. Yeah. So like I could hopefully, if everything takes a month, I could still make the podcast with you guys at least, you know.
Yep. And you're going to start playing on TTS, which is something that you've been avoiding forever.
That's going to be most practices with towers now.
I've been so excited about it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I downloaded TTS recently.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but I've never actually booted it up. So I'll be right there with you. I'll learn it with you.
Really?
So
really.
I
like physical.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just not familiar with like the controls of TTS. That's what really messes me up, and the fact that like, it looks like I made it in Microsoft Paint in like my computer art class in 2007. You know what I mean? So
it's part of what makes it good, though.
That's kind of what makes it. That's part of what makes it bad.
I'm gonna say it's gotten a little bit better with once again, I think Caster Society made like a more professional mod with it that has everything kind of organized better, and it's really just pulled pictures from their site now, so the pictures are very clear. So it's not as they definitely did some work with it. So,
but it definitely looks old school. Just not like Caster Society what they're doing and stuff like. I mean, just
maybe
like
I'm
TTS
just so used to it now.
Yeah, the aesthetic of it and everything. Yeah, like, it wasn't made to be pretty. It was made to be a tabletop
like
sandbox.
If you look at like Pokemon TCGO or something like that or whatever it's called now, or like again like the Magic app or something like that, or like one of the Yu-Gi-Oh apps or something, like they look good. They look clean. They look fresh. They look
like
new.
A legitimate video game.
Yeah,
like a legitimate. Like somebody paid a lot of money to have that done.
TTS ain't that. You know what I mean? TTS.
No, it's not.
Ain't that.
No.
It reminds me of like, all right, here the other day I was watching. My girl's never seen this movie before, so I put it on for her because she didn't believe it was Keanu Reeves. I put on the movie Speed, if you've ever seen that movie before. It's a classic.
Yes,
I love the movie Speed. The beginning, she goes, it was all like this like 3D colorful like font. She goes, this looks like Microsoft Word art. I go, it's
Yeah.
It's 100% Microsoft Word
100%.
art. That font right there.
That's exactly why I love watching old movies like that. It's like you see what they were doing. I'm like, I'm doing that now on my YouTube channel. This is amazing.
Like that was 100% Microsoft Word art that we used on Windows 98. You know, but that was like high graphics back then or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
like that's what TTS reminds me of. That's it. You know, I feel like I'm watching a 90s movie again. I'm rebooting my Super Nintendo. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Are you done shitting on TTS now?
No,
or
I could keep going.
And he still paid for it.
Well, first off,
Joke's on you.
You made me buy it, first off.
I did, and I use it every night now.
And I also got it when it was like 75% off at one point. That's why you made me buy it. You were like, dude, it's only $4 right now or whatever. I was like, all right, for $4.
I paid $20
whatever.
for it.
Yeah, that's why you told me to get it when it was like on a super sale.
Yeah, because I couldn't wait.
And I didn't even have a computer. I had to buy a whole freaking computer to get this thing to fucking run.
Don't even put that on me.
There's the hidden cost. That's the hidden cost right there.
I did, though.
Yeah.
I literally did. Right, Deadly?
I can't confirm or deny that. You're on your computer right now using it, so
Yeah.
clearly has alternative purposes other than just TTS.
Dude, you want to know what's bullshit, too? When I went to go buy the computer, too, they didn't have the lower model, so I was like forced to buy the better model, the more expensive one.
Yeah, and you had to buy the pink one too.
No, it's light blue. It's nice. It's a nice Macintosh. But that is it for this episode. Deadly, do you have
Still
anything
2
you want
hours.
to... Yeah, do you have anything you want to share with us before we close out?
Nope. Say hello if you see me anywhere. I'll be around. Be timid and shy.
He has no friends, including us.
I'm cutting my beard off so you won't recognize me.
Good. It's about time, dude.
It's a nice beard. No, it's a very nice beard. Don't
Dude, this
do
thing's
that.
really big.
That's taking some work.
He looks
Like,
homeless.
It looks good.
Homeless.
Yeah, you look homeless. You look like Forrest Gump just went running for 2,000 miles, dude.
It looks like birds should be like coming out of there being like, hey,
Yeah.
you got some food for me?
Oh man.
What's the movie?
I can stick things in it.
It was Knocked Up. Do
You're hiding cards in your beard.
you remember
I mean,
New Year's, new beginnings.
There's a
Remember the movie
chance.
Knocked Up? The guy can't shave his beard for like the whole year or something like that to win the bet, and they just keep like messing with him the whole time. They're like, dude, you look like dirty hobo Jesus, and, and they keep just like messing with. He goes, "Look, guys, you're making me do it. Should I just shave it?" That's
It's been a long
deadly.
time since I've seen that movie.
It's a good movie. Ian, why don't you tell us any announcements you got?
Yeah, check out Cardboard and Coffee, which is my YouTube channel, which is primarily Metazoo related content, which is really still, I think I'm pointing at the right thing, right? Over here is Cryptid Nation News, weekly news updates for that. I've also moved the trivia to Wednesdays if you're interested in the weekly trivia, which you could win $15 to Immortal Workshop if you get the question right and win the spin wheel. Also support Make-A-Wish Foundation.
This is just going to be a thing every week now, huh?
It's going to be a thing. It's our thing.
Yeah. We've now
I
dedicated
told
this.
you guys that
All right, support Make-A-Wish.
I think it was Just Insane reached out. No, he tagged me on a Facebook post of Michael Jordan donating, I think, $10 million to Make-A-Wish. And he's like, you guys did it. You're responsible for this.
Dope. See that? We're making an impact here.
So Michael Jordan watches this podcast, so just so everyone knows that, tell your friends.
There are like about 100 or so views. You never know if he's just that one
So that leads me
floating around in there.
That leads me to one of my announcements is that Michael Jordan is trying to win that Revive skateboard when we hit 250 subscribers.
You had me there. You had me first. I was like, really? That's huge.
So help us get to 250 subscribers so that maybe you or Michael Jordan could win a
and
UFO.
And in 3 months,
it's UFO,
in
right?
3 months,
what is it?
it's going
I
to
forget
be.
what set it is. No, it's not UFO. What is it? Wilderness.
UFO and Seance were just announced.
That's what it is. That's what's confusing me. Oh, I'm excited for them, actually. The Salem ones are probably going to be dope, too.
In 3 months, if we don't get there, it'll go to 225.
Yeah. No, it won't.
No, it won't.
No, we'll just start making some fake accounts to make it to 250.
That's the same thing.
Deadly's gonna have 7 YouTube accounts.
Dude, I already have 10. I can't do anymore. Don't know any more email addresses to make.
I actually have 3 though, and they're all for I watch separate things on each one.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Well,
what do you like? Do you
One
have
of them-
split personalities here?
yes. What?
This is my Metazoo one. This is my THC one.
So one of them, kind of. One of them.
100%. It's
No.
not kind of. That's
exactly what it
100%.
So one of them.
and
one
this
of
is
them
my fishing one.
So one of them I used to use for music and fishing videos. But here's the thing.
all right.
Then people, I left it logged in at my job, and for
Not a good
those,
idea.
for those who don't know what my job is, that's not the best of ideas. So
It's probably very interesting content to see what they're looking at, though.
So now if I go on if I go on to that
Just
one
Dorito
now,
commercials.
it's a bunch of mumble rap and just real crappy music that these Gen Zers are listening to. No offense if you listen to that, but it's awful music.
Just throw
You can go into your history and delete it. First of all, change your password. Second of all, go into your history and delete that.
So then I have my Caster MJ one, and Caster MJ, that YouTube account is just for honestly really just me video games, stuff like that. So a lot of Call of Duty videos, lately more so Nintendo Switch video games and stuff like that. And then there's the Caster's Corner YouTube, which is all basically TCGs and Metazoo stuff. Mainly it's just
it sounds like a lot of work.
it's mainly them. The Caster's Corner one is mainly them just telling me to watch you and Termentic over and over again.
Wow. He separates you completely from his life into a little box on the corner.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I actually share
rap.
that account with Deadly, which also sucks too. So
I don't even go on
That's
it.
awesome.
you don't go on YouTube.
But now
I go on my YouTube.
This conversation. Now that you know from this conversation, you can log into that and just start messing with it.
I am logged in. I just have to switch it.
I do everything on my one account, and it's wonderful because it's just a mixture of Peeweezo and Harley and Termentic and Cocomelon.
I was gonna say what your kids want.
Oh gosh, Cocomelon is the devil. That's see.
It's not
we're worried.
so bad.
We're worried about Chinese spy balloons. We got Cocomelon. That's what we should be worried about.
It's really not that bad.
I asked one of my old bandmates. I go, yo, I haven't talked to you in years. Da da da. I'm moving back up to New Jersey. Da da da. I go, what are you listening to lately, man? Any cool new bands? He goes, I only listen to Cocomelon now. I was
tons of
like, dude, I'm gonna what?
I did regret it tonight. We went to the city. I know we're trying to close the podcast, but this is the most annoying thing as a parent with Cocomelon. There's one song that's them driving in a car, and it's the "Are We There Yet" song. Are we there yet? Not yet. Are we there yet? Not yet. So my oldest, she's turning 5 next month, decided that tonight was the perfect time to just
Keep that
do
on
that.
repeat.
Yeah, so it's like, it taught my daughter this horrible thing. And then I'm in the car singing it back to her because it's, it's fun. Oh, God, I wanted to shoot myself.
Yeah, some of the stuff I feel like they sing about is like, I wouldn't do that in real life either.
And then you do it because you love your children.
Yeah. Yep. It's awful. I was talking about that with a coworker the other day. She's like, I got a song stuck in my head. I was like, yeah, well, at least you don't have like Wheels in the Bus stuck in your head like I do sometimes now and shit, She's like, yeah, you're right.
That's the key. We're getting completely off topic. This isn't Metazoo anymore. This is parenting. That's the key to parenting is finding a show that just doesn't completely annoy the crap out of you.
Bluey.
Because you're gonna have... Yeah, I love Bluey. Oh, Bluey's so good.
Bluey.
Bluey is the one. Because you're gonna have those jingles stuck in your head. You're gonna have that content stuck in your head constantly.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, you can be like MJ and be like, so I went over to his place and he's just like, hey, buddy, watch this. He puts something on the TV and his kid just walks up and just like, oh. I'm like, the kid's like over there like messing with a bunch of stuff. He's just like, watch this.
My kid's a crackhead. My kid's a crackhead for Elmo, Cookie Monster, and I'm assuming you're gonna know who this is too, Ian. Miss Rachel.
I don't know Miss Rachel.
YouTube Miss Rachel. My kid's a
Nope. No, my kids don't need something new.
My kid's a crackhead for Miss Rachel. Like legit. You put her on YouTube and my son will drop whatever he's holding and be like, "What the heck? We gotta go watch this. Are you watching this? Come on, let's go. Everybody's got to go watch this."
Are you guys watching this? Because I see something.
Yeah, it's like.
No, I almost Googled it just now on my phone, and I'm not going to put that in my history.
Well, I honestly don't think I have any more announcements for myself this week. Just we're trying to get to 250 subscribers. And
Right, wrapping up the episode.
Yeah. Just that we're trying to get to 250 subscribers. We want to give away a Wilderness Revive, box to one lucky winner. So help us get to that 250 if you can. Like this video, leave us a comment. Let us know any thoughts, questions, anything you got for us. And I do want to apologize. We might be taking like a week or so off, though, because of we're definitely taking 1 week off because of my move. I will be moving the day we
There's
normally...
There's going to be plenty of content out, though.
But following that, I actually, like I was saying earlier, I think we're probably going to do like a native spoiler episode or something like that. Yeah, look out for that. Maybe we'll go over water towers too, see how that was, see if any of our teammates bring home a medal, which hopefully somebody does.
They better. No, not even just a teammate. The teammate that's sitting right there in front of us.
Well, I got teammates that I like more, so
I'm just here to help.
I have high
people grow
hopes.
I like other teammates more than Deadly, so.
Wow.
I like other teammates more than myself, too.
Austin, go for the gold, man.
I do like Austin.
How many of the Caster's Corner teammates are going to be in towers?
4. 3, maybe 1. I don't know. I know all the players.
You're insulting someone right now.
Tree block.
No, there's 1. Yep.
Tree block. You.
Yep.
Austin.
Yep. And
Josh.
Nope.
No.
Who the hell's Josh?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I always do.
Jason is going to spectate.
You're doxing someone.
We had a Josh though. That's what
we did.
Yeah, that's what confused
me
for some reason. I don't know who the other one is then.
Let's just keep it
keep it secret.
Quiet. It's secret.
I'm so out of the loop. I'm so out of the loop with everything. I feel so.
Oh, I know. I know who.
Now I feel like a piece of shit. Oh, I do know.
Is he Caster's Corner officially?
I don't know.
We don't know.
He's somewhere.
That's
Probably
why,
not.
That's why he was like 3.
Yeah,
3 and a half.
I don't believe he had a jersey made. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
So yeah, he's not.
He's
not-
been lingering,
Yeah, he's been lingering.
so
He's just there to help.
moral support.
Yeah, he's just there to help.
Well, in that very cryptic language.
But I don't know if you were done with your announcements, Ian. I'm sorry. So
I think he was.
Yeah, watch my stuff. Make a wish. Yeah, we're good.
oh,
Yeah.
the archives. That's the only other thing. Yeah, if you want to visit a website that's all about Metazoo, has articles up there, information, news, product information, pretty much anything. Check out the website, the Metazoo Archives, and that will also be in our description down below. But yeah, I guess that's everything for this week. We appreciate everybody watching. I'm glad we kept it to about an hour this week. We always say we're going to keep it short, and then it ends up like 2 hours.
Because I love you guys.
It's just so easy to get carried away.
So
So
we talk about Coco Melon and Bluey.
Exactly.
And Miss Rachel.
So with that, though, we appreciate everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time. Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one.